Hello everyone. We finally have another game in the LAT tournament. Blast versus Spyridon. This will be a best of 3. In my knowledge, Spyridon has not played any game in the tournament so far. This is his first game, while Blast beat Prolace last time. I think it was a 2-0 score. I could be wrong. I'm not showing you the window where all the scores are updated because you might get a spoiler, which I don't want. So let's just say Spyridon versus Blast right now. The players are... It's going to be hard to predict who's going to win this. I would say if it was few months back, I would lean towards Spyridon a little bit. But after Blast beat Prolace, I think he has become a very different player now. And I feel it's very much possible. It could go either way. Both the players have banned the same set of nations: Japanese, Lakota, Mongols, Turks, and Inca. On one side, Spyridon has picked Egyptians and Blast has picked Bantu. I honestly think in 1 versus 1, Bantu is overrated. Bantu are not as good as other nations. On a map like this is a pure booming map. I think Spyridon has a big advantage on this. That's why Egyptians are considered a tier 1 nation in Nomadium 2. A lot of players have argued that Egyptians don't deserve the tier 1 spot, but the thing is, Egyptians can boom very hard if the situations are correct. And this is one of those situations where the Egyptian player can easily get even 2 wonders, because the attack potential of this map is very low. Blast and Spyridon both need to place their cities in a very specific way if Spyridon needs to get attacked. And Spyridon can easily place his city in a place where he's not in trouble. He could place his city on this side. He could place behind. He could even place here, and even then he's not in too much trouble. For Blast, he has got Papyrus, so that is good for him. I don't think Papyrus is good enough to win against a nation which can have multiple wonders, but it's better than nothing. Bantu are amazing for raids. They are super for raids, but a map like this where there's so many obstructions, raids are not as many possible. Here Spyridon got his only 5 farms. He did not go for 6 farms. That's actually a very strange build order. I did not expect that. Or maybe what happened here is that Spyridon wanted to get this hill, because if he gets this hill, he knows that Blast cannot get this hill, and now he's on the safer spot. Usually Egyptian players go for Commerce 1 and 7 farms and granary, which is the better way to play, but I see this might be Spyridon's reasoning to build here so that he can get this hill towards himself. Now you can see this hill is is so advantageous for Spyridon. He could be sieging this city from the hill without any consequences. He could even siege this city right from the hill. So this is a great place for Spyridon to be. This is great for defense and also great for offense. Both the players have gone Civic 1 and Commerce 1 on this side. 90, 80, 100. Although I wonder if Blast is going to use Citrus. And here comes the military 1 research from Blast. No military 1 from Spyridon yet. That barracks quartel is being built right now. This could be these are very deadly raids from Bantu. There is not much space to raid. Luckily for Spyridon, Spyridon only has single villager in the second city. So at best he's going to lose one villager. So all of his eco is behind, so that's safe for him. Blast is getting 2 hoplites. Meanwhile, here comes the military one from Spyridon. Let's see, does Spyridon know about? No, he does not know about the barracks. But that's a great choice of placement. This barrack would 100% be stopped if it was in front. That's a very well thought placement by Spyridon. Blast is checking if there is a barracks here, but he will miss this one. So no harm done at all. I could see this caravan getting raided, but it's still not the worst thing possible. On the side, Blast is at 100 and 100. Spyridon almost at 100. He does not have the... He needs either a wood rare resource or he needs to put another woodcutter camp. I am actually surprised that Blast did not use this light infantry to fight the archer. Blast is doing alright. You can see that Blast used 3 food units. He made 3 food units. That's why he's behind on food. He's about 100 food behind compared to Spyridon. And Spyridon is in a great position to start his Colossus. Here comes the Colossus. This is one of the reasons why Egyptians are so good, because they can 100% of the time they can get the Colossus without losing any eco. Because in the end, this Colossus will provide extra wood and wealth, which can be used for Science 1 later. This is something that makes Egyptians very strong in all sorts of maps, especially a map like this, which is very defensive. Egyptians don't do so well in of aggressive maps like Sahara. Comparably, but they're still. I would still pick Egyptians over Bantu, because I just like the food bonuses. It's very easy to max out the 150 food cap with Egyptians compared to any other nation. Maybe Japanese is better, of course Japanese is better, but if I compared that to Bantu. Not to forget, Egyptian farms also generate wealth. That means if there are 8 farms, Spyridon is getting 16 wealth just from his farms. He's got 41 wealth income versus 35 here. Blast is the one who aged earlier. Blast has scouted the whole map. Now this is something that Blast is... Not to say that Spyridon has not scouted the whole map, but like Spyridon missed the salt and Blast missed this rare here. Blast has missed. He needs to use the old lookout trick and find out that amber. I'm actually very curious to see what Blast goes with here. I cannot imagine what I would do in such a situation. This is obvious that attacking is not an option. Attacking is definitely not an option, because, well, maybe it's an option. So when I see Spyridon city, this is an easy target. This is a super easy target for attacking, but Blast doesn't know that. Blast may be expecting a building here, a tower, a lookout, but if you keep that aside, this is a super easy target. If Blast goes for a strong H2 attack, he can take this city of by Rameses. Here Spyridon's wealth income is now 57. Spyridon is making a mistake though. As I said before, Spyridon still has not put down his second woodcutter camp, so he's stuck at 90 wood. Spyridon going for the Republic government. On this side, Republic already researched. And Spyridon is going for, Blast is going for Science 1. I did not expect that. So it's not a bad option at all. Blast going for Science 1 means Blast will probably try for a medieval push, which works great when the opponent has Colossus. Now I actually think that Blast is doing the perfect thing here, because attacking right now would be very risky. Let's be honest, it's going to be very risky. The safest route for Blast will be if he goes in medieval. Blast is continuing with his raids. Remember Spyridon here. I think Spyridon is expecting an attack. Is he expecting though? I'm not sure though. He should be expecting an attack, but he seems carefree. He is not scouting this area. He has not built. He has built a one tower, so he can get militia whenever he wants. And nice raids by Blast. He is continuously. He denied this metal mine, and he killed a villager. That's a good amount of damage. Blast has 75 knowledge income here, almost reaching the commerce cap. Spyridon here has also reached almost the commerce cap, but this is where the Colossus starts to work. 96 wealth income. 96 wealth income versus 56. Blast should take this queue. Spyridon's army is chasing here. Blast should quickly go and capture this. This is an amazing opportunity for Blast. Let's see. Oh, Blast should already be here, man. Blast should have already been here. It's not too late, but still not too bad. And Spyridon loses a city. He played. That was a lot of boom, man. He had, look at that, he had 12 scholars. If Blast wins this game, I have nothing to say. I'll be just shocked if Blast wins this game, because in my opinion, this game should go to Spyridon. He has to completely throw it away to lose this. Now Spyridon just got the attrition upgrade. That means Blast should quickly move in, and yeah, he should move in to this city. Spyridon did not expect this attack. The last time he scouted, he did not see. He still does. I don't think he still doesn't. Oh, he just now knows about the Peach Factory, but he did not know about that before. Spyridon just got his first stable. He's not doing very good. To be honest, he's not doing very good. His Colossus wealth income is completely down. 31 versus 81. Blast now has 4 cities. And Blast is going to start sieging this stable. Everything looks very good for Blast. Remember, Blast is also using obsidian and salt. Meanwhile, Spyridon did not raid Blast in this game. So when you don't raid your opponent, you just expect to be defending throughout the game. I'm assuming that he did not. Spyridon is not using obsidian because he thought it would just get raided and there's no point. He does not realize that Blast is using it. And of course, Spyridon has not scouted salt. That is unlucky for Spyridon, but I still blame some bad game here for Spyridon's loss. I think there was great opportunity for victory. Oh, and a misclick by Spyridon, or he did not see that his heavy cavalry just ran away. Now 3 sieges for Blast. He's also aging. On this side, Spyridon actually is ready for aging. I mean, not ready, but when Blast ages, he will be ready then. Right now, the safest thing for Blast to do is just stay here in where attrition doesn't affect him. This is the safest place for Blast. Just siege units, reach medieval, get a supply wagon, and then continue his attack. Blast is using a good number of rares. He's using total of 4. Apart from citrus, all of them are very useful rares. Even citrus is not a bad rare to use. You still get food and wood income from that. Blast is getting a supply wagon. Now there's one thing about Spyridon that I must appreciate. Spyridon does not, he does not, oh wait a second. Okay, we're back, and this time Blast is getting Hanging Gardens. This is a bad position for Hanging Gardens because in case Spyridon captures this city again, he will be able to siege it. But anyway, I don't think for now it doesn't look like Blast is going to lose this city. He is already trying to make it big. Spyridon also ages with that. He does not have as good an ego compared to Blast. Actually, I don't know why Blast is not at 150 right now. Oh, is he? Yes. Okay, he's building granaries and lumber mills, so he'll be there very soon. Blast is going directly for Thebes, however you pronounce it. Blast easily has enough units to capture Thebes. And as I said, what I like about Spyridon is that he never gives up. He might be looking dead right now, but he's still in the game. What I feel Blast is doing wrong is that this is an all-in move. He could be slowly killing Spyridon by taking one of his cities after another, but right now his plan is to just directly capture Thebes and be done with it. Blast has also got science 3 now. He's going for literacy, 152 knowledge for Blast. And that was very fast. 24 minutes and Blast has won his first game. I did not expect this. This was completely shocking to me. I was expecting Spyridon to outboom Blast and win eventually. I think the key mistake by Spyridon was to let this city be completely vulnerable. So I'm sure Spyridon was so sure that he would not lose the city that he forgot that he should build fortifications. He should have archers already. And that one archer from Blast that was a decoy that allowed all Spyridon's army to chase him. That was also a good cue for Blast to capture this. Very good game. Score is 1-0 now. This is game number 2. Very peculiar choice of nation by Blast again. He is Chinese. I don't think I have seen anybody pick Chinese throughout this tournament. I've also not seen anybody choose Romans in this tournament, although Romans make sense. Chinese is not bad. If you see that both are trying to control the center, Chinese make sure that he has a larger city, so he has a bigger territory control. But I still feel that Roman player is Spyridon is much closer to the tree, so it might eventually just balance out. Let's see. Yeah, Blast did not get much. Luckily, Blast did get a +5 in the back. Spyridon got a +8 here. Also, a Roman player, Spyridon is like he's Roman, so he can get. Remember, he can get a tower even without military one. Blast is already Commerce 1, Science 1. He's at 80 and 90 versus 70 and 80. Spyridon is focusing on defense right now. He sent an archer here instead of raiding. And these slingers just ran into the hoplite and they went away. I think. Oh, and there is a informer villager from Spyridon who just saw this. Spyridon also is using that info, and here Spyridon is going to engage. Oh, is he not engaging? Nobody engaged. They just saw each other and ran away. Nobody engaged. Spyridon using everything. Remember, Spyridon is using furs, dye, peacocks. The problem with that is just that's a lot of that is a lot of rare resources and not the best idea. I'm curious to see if Blast can take this down. This archer will die, no doubt, but if Blast can take this merchant down before his archers die. Oh, and he will take it down. Good one from Blast. Spyridon does not see this yet. And Blast does not see that tower yet. Ooh. With this tower, Blast has blocked this caravan route, but 67 knowledge and wealth income is a lot. With 67 wealth income, I would even go for commerce too. Not a bad idea at this stage. H2 coming from Blast. Blast has already put his temple. Here Spyridon is putting a temple. Oh, and look at that. Military level 2 from Spyridon. This could mean fast attack, or this could also mean that he just wanted to use the furs. And Colossus starts. This is just like the last game, except that this time he's Romans instead of Egyptians. How will Blast respond to that? Blast doesn't look like Blast wants to show aggression. He's got two universities. Oh, actually 2 wonders. This is straight up blasphemy. Spyridon just put down Hanging Gardens and Colossus. Blast will be forced. I would definitely rush in at this point. Yeah, Blast is going stables, siege factory. Yes, that is a, and I think Spyridon might be in just as much trouble as last time, because last time Spyridon tried to overboom. He had 2 universities full of scholars. Last time Spyridon had, and Spyridon just could have lost his senator. Very, very fast thinking there by Spyridon. Let's see, no militia there. Militia just coming for Spyridon. This is all the army Spyridon has right now. He is creating archers for Blast. Is he going to send militia? I think so. There is one mistake by Blast. He should have scouted this. Maybe there are towers behind. That's a very decent army from Blast. I must say that. That's a lot of militia, and Blast captures the capital. I have no clue what Spyridon is thinking. Why he would do this, whatever he did here. Blast just got a massive cap sack. Blast lost his senator, but who cares? Blast could still capture the city. I think Blast could still capture the city. There is a lookout behind. Blast is going for... Well, Blast is going for pyramids. He's got this nice cap sack. Where will he go? And this Hanging Gardens is still completing. It's still not over. Blast is going to go for the other city where the Hanging Garden is. And the Hanging Garden is deleted. All the scholars have to go out. I am starting to doubt if it's a Spyridon Smurf. Because Spyridon is playing very recklessly. And what are 6 sieges doing here? This it's looking like a Turk player. 6 sieges from Blast. Meanwhile, that Hanging Gardens was a big mistake by Spyridon. That was just a very bad idea. He had 0 defenses, no towers, nothing in this city to go Colossus and Hanging Gardens one after the other. It's just calling to be killed. Blast can actually go medieval very soon. Blast is going medieval. He is almost there. And oh, misclick there. That's a good number of units. 75 population versus 31 population. 75 versus 31. No way Spyridon will hold this. He just has a single lookout. Yep, that is game over. I don't know what to say, but I don't see how Spyridon could save himself here. Some horrible decisions being made by Spyridon in this game and the previous game. And Blast wins with a 2-0. That is nowhere what I expected. Not at all. I never expected this. Very well played by Blast for sure. I want to say that he did exactly what the situation asked for. I don't know what was Spyridon doing. Maybe he took Blast very lightly, or it's Spyridon smurfing somebody else playing as Spyridon. But anyway, very well played. I'm going to have a third game as a spoiler. I'll just play one as a spoiler. But yeah, the series is over. We got Blast winning with a 2-0.
Red. Red.
Let the game begin!
Wake me up when you're done.
Red.
Let the game begin!
White.
Arriba, arriba, ándale, ándale, hija.
Yellow.
Oh, the humanity! Let the game begin!
Vote, please. Vote, please.
I see dead people.
What the fuck's going on here?
Oh, the humanity! Let the game begin!
Groovy. Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet. Oh. Light blue.
Arriba, arriba, ándale, ándale, hija. Arriba, arriba, ándale, ándale, hija.
Light
Arriba,
blue.
arriba, ándale, ándale, hija.
Yes.
Red.
Let the game begin. Oh, it's on.
Red.
all of humanity!
Oh, sweet. Yes.
Let's get him!
Yes.
Let's get him!
Holy shit!
Yes.
Let's get him!
You the man. Sweet.
Check.
Yes. Hey, dude, little help here. Light blue.
Let the game begin.
On my way. Let's get him! On my way. The humanity!